What's up, folks? Chris Card's back. Through the mail Monday, our first of 5 returns today comes to us from the Tampa St. Pete area. Hope everyone out there had a fantastic weekend. Midway through July. And our first return is Aaron Ledesma, and I'm missing a card. Oh, you're killing me, Aaron. Aaron took my Tim Bogar card. If you guys remember, a few months ago, I sent Tim Bogar a Stadium Club card, and he signed the back of it because the picture on the front of the card was Aaron Ledesma. So I thought, that'd be cool. Let's send the card to Aaron and get him to sign the other side. And Aaron, maybe thinking, I don't know, he just didn't sign it and kept it. Maybe he's a big Tim Bogar fan. I don't know. Those are the breaks sometimes. However, he did sign this card, sent it back to me very nicely. He's now into real estate. Of course he is. And had a nice little 5-year career. Second round draft pick of the Mets in 1996. They shipped him off to the California Angels for Kevin Fleur. He bounced around and up on the Orioles. Had a couple decent years for the Orioles before they left him unprotected in the expansion draft in 97. Went to the Rays. So he was an original Tampa Bay Devil Ray. And that was basically it. 5 years, got himself into 294 games, career average of 296, not too bad. And that is it for return numero uno. Let's check out our second return of the day. This return comes from the land of cheese and the beast. That is Milwaukee's best ice. And we've got an index card. Hey, Chris, check my sauce. Email me to order. Thanks, be safe. This is going to be Gorman Thomas, still in the Milwaukee area after spending 13 years playing for the Brew Crew. And look at this guy. Of course he played for the Brewers. He was your prototypical all-or-nothing player. Played DH, outfield, a little bit of third base. His career spanned, 3 of my sets, 74, 84, and 87. He retired in 86, at the end of 86. So that 87 card would have been his last year there in the Bigs. So not too many of the players span all 4 sets I'm chasing, 74, 84, 87, and 89 Upper Deck, but a few do. Gorman Thomas, 45 bombs in 1979, led the American League, 175 strikeouts that same year, also led the American League. In 1982, he led the entire major leagues with 39 home runs, and that's crazy because we got some players that are closing in on 39 just after the All-Star break here in 2021, so when he retired as a Brewer, he was their all-time home run king. And, of course, since then, Ryan Braun is now the leader. Yount passed him as well as Prince Fielder and, of course, the legendary Jeff Jenkins. Thanks, Gorman, for the returns. Nice signatures from him. $5 a card for him, so I sent him a nice crisp $20 bill, and he sent these forward back very nicely. I tried to get him to inscribe something. I couldn't figure out what. But he didn't, so I tried. Let's move on to our next return. Number 3 of 5 from North Texas, the Dallas area. God bless on the back. Thank you very much, whoever this is going to be. It's not ripped that God bless. I'm sure that's bad juju. There we go. Ripped it in half perfectly. And it's stuck to my finger. Yeah, there we go. That's a good place for it. All right. We got an 87 tops in here. I saw it. So 1 set card down. We've got Ken Shrom, 86 All-Star, inscribed nicely there on 87 tops. Did not sign the index cards. 7 years in the Bigs before hurting his shoulder. Spent time with the Twins, Indians, and the Blue Jays. Kind of smudged right there, but I'll take it. Not too bad. Ken Shrom signed right there. Very cool. Can send that to Kent Herbeck for the dual auto on that one, and there's 84 tops as well, so it's nice getting those weird ancillary 84 top cards signed because they're hidden in the set, and you kind of got to look at them and be like, oh, that's Ken Shrom on the card. I can get signed right there. So that was pretty cool to get that 84 tops card signed. There they are. He was a pretty good quarterback, but he kept getting hurt, and then he got his non-throwing arm hurt, and he said to himself, screw this, I'm playing baseball, which I'm surprised most people don't say, although the quarterback is protected a lot more than it used to be. So used to be a less protected position, so he went on to play baseball, and of course, eventually, after 7 years, he did hurt his throwing shoulder, but that was back in the day when if you hurt your shoulder, you were pretty much donezo, so, and that's it. Move on to return number 4. Tallahassee, Florida. Always fun to say, Tallahassee. Let's see who return number 4 is. Another bright green index card in here. All sorts of fluorescent colored index cards I purchased a while ago, trying to get rid of them. And we've got Larry Parrish. Look at Larry Parrish there on the 84 tops, looking dapper. 89 upper deck, 15-year career. Split his time between the Expos and the Rangers. There, a cup of coffee in 88 with the Red Sox landed him on the 89 upper deck set. I think he played in Japan for 2 years after the 88 season. These cards were $10 a piece. $10 a piece through Past Pros, so that does work, I guess, if you want confirmation. Past Pros, sort of a middleman in between getting cards signed by some past pros, hence the name. And 1975 finished 3rd behind John Montefusco and Gary Carter, the kid, in Rookie of the Year balloting. 2-time All-Star. After his career, went on to manage many minor league teams. Toledo Mud Hens, managed the Tigers in 98 and 99 before retiring for good in 2015. So there you guys go, Larry Parrish. Little money on this guy, but these set cards are finished, and on to our final return of the day. All right, gang, number 5 of 5 from Carroll Stream, Illinois. This is not Ryan Sandberg, who also hails. His returns come from Carroll Stream, Illinois. This is a blank index card and a grip of cards from somebody. There's my letter request back. And eventually I will yank these cards out, organizing some piles of cards next to me on the desk here that you cannot see. Always doing some maintenance around the room when I am opening cards. And we've got Wes Chamberlain, 5-year career. Most of those years spent with the Phillies. Pretty good years with the Phillies. 1991 finished 5th in the Rookie of the Year balloting behind eventual winner Jeff Bagwell. Very nice cards there. There he is on the bottom there. Looks like maybe Todd Hundley or Mackie Sasser behind the plate. Could have been before Todd got on the juice, because that does not look like Todd Hundley. Maybe it is Sasser, but there you guys go. Wes Chamberlain. I remember watching him when I was a kid. I mean, I can't really say I'm a kid of the 80s. I guess I am, but I don't really remember the 80s too much. I remember the 90s, though, and I remember those terrible 90s Mets teams. And I do remember Wes Chamberlain, of course, all these guys. So Kevin Stocker, Mickey Morandini. And there you have it, guys. Through the mail on Monday. There is his information. Looks like he inscribes them all to Chris. That's fine with me. The more the merrier. Nice big looping signature. Look at all those sweet 90s cards I sent him. Man, I had such cool cards in the 90s. There's just too many of them. What are you going to do? Some will say there's too many cards now with Topps putting out product every week. But yeah, that's another argument for another day. Check this haul out from this week's Through the Mail Monday. Put it in the books, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed this week's Through the Mail Monday. Hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It's really tiny. If you can see it on your tablet or on your iPhone, or probably not on your TV, you can't do it. It's a lot more complicated subscribing on the television. I had to teach my mom how to do it the other day, and it was like, oh, there it is. That's how you do it. But I digress here. Look at those cards. Sweet. Thanks for joining me, guys. I do this every single Monday. Would love to have you along for the ride. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this week's returns. And, of course, as always, give that video a like if you liked it. If not, hit that dislike button. Just hammer it hard as you can. I try my best on these videos. They're not perfect, but I have fun making them. I enjoy that a lot of you guys watch it. And, I mean, enough of you guys watch it. It'd probably, like, fill up a medium-sized high school gymnasium, and that's pretty exciting to me. That's pretty mind-blowing. If you, if you corner me and ask me to give me my honest opinion on it, it's mind-blowing. It blows my mind. So thank you guys very much. Fun doing it. A little bit late again today. Lots going on here in the Chris Cards household. How about baseball? Baseball's back after the break. Very exciting. I spent late last night trying to figure out how you can enforce a 30-team Major League ballpark ban. I figured that'd be easy to get around, but I think it is. I think if someone banned me from attending any Major League Baseball game, I would probably go on a crusade and create a separate YouTube channel and, what's the word I'm looking for? Chronicle every single attempt and probably successful visit to all 30 Major League ballparks. In fact, hell, They might have two more ball. There might be two more expansion teams by the time I finish doing that. But that'd be a fun little video. Don't throw balls at players. You can throw balls on the field, though. That's fine. But just don't try to hit anybody, or Alex Verdugo will be pissed. And what else is going on in baseball? Weird stuff happening. The shooting outside the Nationals game the other day, that was super weird. And everyone freaked out and ran out into the shooting area from the ballpark. The safety of the ballpark to the, the craziness that surrounds the Nationals ballpark there, which is not in the best part of town. So what are you going to do? And then they found all those guns in that guy's apartment in the hotel room outside the All-Star game there in Coors Field. That was kind of scary. And it was, I'm like, they really couldn't shoot into the park from the vantage point. But man, this is my thought, and I've thought about this for a few years now, ever since the whole terrorism thing. Is like, what are they going to do next? I'm like, oh, they're going to start driving into people with trucks. And yeah, they started doing that too. And I'm like, why don't they set fires out here on the West Coast? I figured, well, that would be devastating. Thankfully, I haven't done that yet. And but another thing I thought about, I'm like, well, it's so safe inside the stadiums now, but god dang, man, there's like 6,000 people standing outside the gate waiting to get in. I mean, that's where it's going to happen. So looks like that guy, whatever they were trying to do, it looks like that was their plan. Wait for them all to gather outside the gates, waiting to get in, and then they were just going to do it then and go crazy. So pretty awesome that the maid went in there and saw the weaponry and was like, yeah, okay, this is going down. And she told someone, and they compensated them. Probably solved, created. What word am I looking for here? Probably prevented. Real tricky word. I couldn't think of prevented. Prevented a disaster. So I don't know if you guys read that story, but that was bananas. So all sorts of crazy stuff going on. And I was in Vegas again, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. We spent 6 days in Vegas. And we stayed at Mandalay Bay because they have an awesome pool area. It's like 11 acres. And there's like 7 or 8 hotels on our bucket list. And we've stayed at pretty much most of them. And we're pool people, so we wanted a nice poolside action. And Mandalay Bay was like, all right, they got a wave pool. They got all sorts of cool stuff and lazy river. But there was nothing lazy about that river. It was a lot of hard work. It was packed full of kids, and kids were everywhere. So really wasn't what we hoped it would be. And it was nice, but it wasn't relaxing. So we'll probably go back to the Encore or the Wynn, where it's mostly adults there, and just hanging out by the pool, being lazy, which is what we like to do. Have a beverage, have an expensive beverage. And the reason why I was telling the Mandalay Bay story is they had that shooting there a few years ago from way up high there, and we were on the that was on the 32nd floor, and we were on the 58th floor. It was pretty crazy because we usually put the do not disturb thing on our door and just leave it there indefinitely. Like, don't come mess with it. We're not going to clean. We're going to leave our clothes on the floor. There's going to be money on the table and the counter and like whatever, don't come in and clean our room. We're fine. But this was going to be a longer stay. So we had it up. We had it up every night, and we figured when we left the next morning, we'd take it off so they'd come in and do their thing. But every morning they woke us up at like 7 o'clock, and they came in, knock, 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 housekeeping. And they would come in, and we told them, we're fine. We're good. Thank you. Go away. And they would still come in the door and walk halfway down there, and we'd be in bed like, yeah, we're good. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll come back. So I really think they have a policy. And I think I read about this back in the day, but they have a policy now where they don't just ignore your room for your entire stay. They're going to come in and peek around and poke around. They're going to look for stuff. So I really think, and especially Mandalay Bay where the whole thing went down, I'm pretty sure they have policy in place now where they're like, I don't care if they say don't come in. You go in and you take a little look around and see if anything crazy is happening. And then you apologize and you leave. And that was my experience anyway. And that's kind of what I concluded after my stay. Is like, they came in whether that sign was up or not, and that must be what they do now. So whatever. I mean, we've got nothing to hide. We didn't care. We expected it every morning after that. And then when we left, we put the sign back on the inside of the door, and then they cleaned and did the bed and all that stuff. Man, they tuck those beds so tight. It's ridiculous. All right, guys, this has gone on long enough. Thanks for watching this week's video. And I'm backing up on rookie card explosion boxes, man. I was going to bring a couple to the National maybe and open them there and do a group thing with some of the YouTubers out there, but I don't even know. I don't know, just not going to make it happen this year, unfortunately. So too much going on. So thanks guys a lot for watching. Hope everyone has a great week. I've got, like I said, I've got some RCEB videos to do, and let's hope I pull some fire out of those packs. That'd be great for once. And that's it, guys. Talk to you guys later. See ya.